Where Golden Bachelorette Pascal Ibgui and Joan stand today. November 6, 2024. Hello, Bachelor Nation news fans. Welcome back to the channel. Joan Vassos reunites with her rejected Golden Bachelorette suitors on the Men Tell All special tonight. She'll come face-to-face with Pascal Ibgui for the first time since he self-eliminated after making it to the final three. Keep reading to find out where they stand today. Was Joan Vassos blindsided by Pascal Ibgui quitting Golden Bachelorette? I'm caring about you as a friend, but I'm not in love, you know, and I just can't be there, and it's hurting me because we have a good time together, Pascal Ibgui told Joan during the last episode before quitting the show. Viewers were shocked by the outcome, but was Joan blindsided? During a recent interview with Katie Couric Media, the Golden Bachelorette star admitted she wasn't completely taken by surprise. She confessed that they were both very uncomfortable during the Tahitian bonding ceremony part of the date. So I knew, as that date ended, we were not in a great place, she added. Where they stand now. The Men Tell All special isn't live like the After the Final Rose. It was filmed last month. Little is known about which of her contestants attended and who got time in the hot seat. But Pascal Ibgui spilled some details during a post-elimination chat with Glamour magazine. He admitted that he regretted the blunt way that he dumped Joan Vassos. However, he didn't see how a relationship would work out if neither of them could or would relocate. I think to me that's the biggest challenge I had with Joan. I didn't want to invest because I want a partner on a daily basis, Pascal Ibgui said about his reason for leaving. However, they were able to hash it out during the Men Tell All taping. I was able to put closure into where we started by telling her that I didn't mean to hurt her, and I'm sorry if it come across that way. I was able to tell her I didn't want to stay because I know that the other men were so much in love with her. Tune in to the Men Tell All tonight on ABC at 8 p.m. Eastern to see Joan reunite with her former suitors. As tonight's Men Tell All special unfolds, we're gearing up for an emotional reunion between Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos and Pascal Ibgui, the charming, yet guarded, suitor who self-eliminated after making it to the final three. For those who've been following Joan's journey, this reunion marks the first time Joan and Pascal will face each other since his unexpected departure, and everyone wants to know, where do they stand today? The shocking self-elimination. Why Pascal left. Pascal Ibgui's decision to quit Golden Bachelorette was a shockwave felt across Bachelor Nation. With his reserved but warm demeanor, he had become a fan favorite and one of Joan's strongest connections. His exit left viewers questioning if Joan, too, was blindsided. In a recent interview with Katie Couric Media, Joan admitted she sensed some discomfort during their last date, especially during the bonding ceremony in Tahiti. I knew, as that day ended, we were not in a great place, Joan confessed. Though Pascal's exit wasn't entirely surprising to her, it was painful. Pascal later shared with Glamour magazine that he struggled with his decision to leave Joan, though he ultimately felt it was the right call. I cared for Joan deeply, Pascal explained, but I just didn't feel that romantic spark in a way that made me want to commit my life to her. He went on to reveal that he couldn't picture a sustainable relationship where neither of them would be able to relocate. To me, that's a deal breaker, he said. I want someone who's there day to day. Joan's reflections on the breakup reveal a complex balance of emotions. On one hand, she respected Pascal's honesty, and on the other, she was left grappling with the sudden end. For Joan, who had put herself out there in the hope of finding love, Pascal's choice highlighted a fundamental difference in what each was seeking. Joan was ready to leap into a committed relationship, while Pascal was still cautious about his feelings. As Pascal shared in his post-show interview, he felt a pang of regret about the way he ended things with Joan. He later admitted that his approach may have come across as overly blunt, something he wishes he'd handled with more empathy. I never intended to hurt Joan, Pascal told Glamour. I cared for her deeply and wanted to be as transparent as possible, but looking back, I could have chosen my words more carefully. Pascal's regret, however, wasn't about leaving Joan, but rather about how he did it. He explained that his primary motivation for leaving was his need for a daily connection in a relationship, something that neither he nor Joan could commit to due to their respective lives in different parts of the country. I didn't want to hold her back or pretend like we could make this work when I didn't feel that long-term spark, Pascal said. It was a tough call, but I knew it was the right one for both of us. The Men Tell All special offers Pascal and Joan a chance to find closure on national television. Fans are eager to see whether Pascal will address the regret he expressed in interviews and how Joan will respond to his apology. From what Pascal shared with Glamour, he used the Men Tell All taping as an opportunity to make amends. I was able to tell her that I didn't mean to hurt her, Pascal said. I needed to explain that my choice wasn't a reflection of her, but rather of my own limitations in committing without a certain level of romance. The conversation reportedly allowed both of them to put their brief romance to rest. Joan, who has since been processing the emotional roller coaster of the season, responded with grace and understanding. It's never easy to hear that someone isn't in love with you, but I respected Pascal for being honest, Joan shared in a recent podcast. She also acknowledged that his transparency, while hurtful at the time, gave her the freedom to move forward with someone who shared her enthusiasm for a future together. So, where do Joan and Pascal stand now? It seems they've reached a place of mutual respect and friendship, both appreciating the unique bond they shared on the show without expectations of a future romance. After the reunion, Pascal expressed hope that he and Joan could stay in touch, even if only as friends. I want nothing but the best for her, Pascal said, admitting that he would gladly be there to cheer her on as she pursues happiness. Joan, on the other hand, has been more reserved about maintaining a friendship with Pascal. In a candid conversation with fans on social media, she explained that she values the experience with him but isn't sure if a friendship would be fair to her or the other men who are still hoping for a chance. Sometimes it's best to leave things as they are, she said. I don't want to blur lines or give mixed signals. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most emotional and complex storylines from the Golden Bachelorette, Joan Vassos and Pascal Ibgui. As Joan prepares to reunite with her former suitors for the highly anticipated Men Tell All special airing tonight, fans can't wait to see the moment she comes face-to-face with Pascal for the first time since he shocked everyone by self-eliminating after making it to the final three. So, where do they stand today? Let's unravel their story, the reasons behind Pascal's decision, and how things went down after the cameras stopped rolling. Was Joan blindsided by Pascal Ibgui's exit? Pascal's departure from the Golden Bachelorette took fans by surprise, and many wondered if Joan herself had been blindsided. As one of the final three contestants, Pascal seemed poised to have a strong connection with Joan. However, he broke the news to her during their Tahitian bonding ceremony, in what became one of the show's most unforgettable moments. I'm caring about you as a friend, Pascal told Joan, but I'm not in love, you know, and I just can't be there, and it's hurting me because we have a good time together. In a recent interview with Katie Couric Media, Joan admitted she wasn't entirely caught off guard. She described their date as uncomfortable and hinted that she could sense things were amiss. I knew, as that date ended, we were not in a great place, Joan revealed. This revelation surprised many fans who had felt their chemistry and warmth on screen. But Joan's intuition hinted that Pascal was struggling to take their connection beyond friendship. What led Pascal to walk away? Pascal's decision to leave stemmed from several factors that became clear during his post-show interview with Glamour magazine. Pascal expressed regret over the bluntness of his exit, acknowledging that his words may have hurt Joan more than he intended. However, he also opened up about the deeper reasons he chose to walk away, revealing a practical concern about their future.